Hello out there in internet land, it's your boy, Meatball, with the Cardinal and Meatball Show, here today to bring you a brand spanking new review for Swedish studio The Working Parts, new re-release of their first game, They Breathe, coming out this Wednesday, July 29th on the Nintendo Switch for $3.99. I wanted to thank the developers, The Working Parts, for sending me a review copy. Thank you. So, just start off, what exactly is the game? What exactly do you play? So it's a vertical scrolling game of strategic keep away, where you play as this cute frog exploring this ever-expandingly creepy drowned forest full of atmospheric body horror. Now, if that initially piques your interest, then you'll probably like this game. So let's start off with what you see. The game itself has a very deceivingly cute cartoon graphical style. The frog is this cute cartoon frog with big black eyes. He's just a cute little frog. The game almost has a internet flash game kind of style to it, and this cute style it juxtaposes well with the ever creepy depths of this lake you're diving deeper into. And in this remaster, they did add some environmental and atmospheric lighting effects, which are really nice. They add to the creepy alien-like kind of atmosphere that they're going for, which I definitely enjoyed the lighting effects. Without getting too much into the gameplay and the story, there is an enemy type that looks to be and sounds like a bull. You see like 4 dangling legs and what looks like a cow or a bull head. And upon further looking at them, first you're like, what are weird bulls doing underwater? Doesn't make any sense. But then upon further inspection, looking closer at them, you realize that the 4 legs are actually frog legs, frog arms, and its head is an upside down, smiling, dead frog. Now on to what you hear. Now, sound design in general is very important to this game's character. Even when you first boot up the game, the first screen tells you that you should play with headphones, and you should take that advice. You should definitely play this game with headphones. There's not a lot of music. There's a main theme that plays at the main screen, and after that, it's just sound effects, creepy atmosphere. It's well done sound design for the most part. The main theme itself is oft-putting, melodic kind of. It almost had it had like a 40s noir kind of feeling to it. But that's really the only musical track in the game. Like I said, the sound effect work, especially the sound that the bulls make, is super creepy. It did what Metal Gear Solid 4 did with the geckos, where it took a sound that would be normal in any other circumstance, but it takes it out of that context and puts it into an alien, no pun intended, circumstance, and it sounds off-putting. It sounds creepy. So you're underwater and you start hearing these weird gargled moos. And you're just like, what the heck is that? It's cool. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it. Now, how you play the game. So there are a few ways I describe this game to people. My best description is an anti-shoot 'em up Echo the Dolphin, because it really is. It's a game of keep away. There's only one button. It's a very, very simple game. There is a learning curve, but not a technical level. There's not really a learning curve, but the learning curve is integrated with the story. So yeah, there's one button. It's just press A to boost, basically. So the game really has no tutorials, at least not formal tutorials. The game starts when you press A. The game gives you the final hint. Press A and whoosh, you dive into the water, and you press A again, you can kind of zoom around the screen. You can turn on a dime. The frog controls really well. If it didn't, this game would not be very fun. And they kind of bring that mobility into the different enemy types, which is pretty cool. So like I said, it is a game of strategic keep away. There's multiple different enemy types that you use different strategies and tactics to take down. And then they kind of mix. They come in waves as you get deeper and deeper into this lake. They did add a multiplayer component to this re-release, It's pretty fun, I guess. You can definitely tell it was something that the game was not designed around. It wasn't as strategic as I thought it would be. I thought it would be kind of cool to set up strategies with the other player and kind of corral the enemy types and stuff, but the game is too frantic to really do that. So it was fun though. Me and my wife played it a couple of times. Fortunately, there were a few multiplayer mode glitches that we ran into, going off screen sometimes. I wasn't able to get back into the screen, kind of locked me out. That happened a few times. Definitely is a tacked on kind of mode, but it's pretty fun. If you like the game and want to show it to someone, it's a good way to kind of play with them and stuff like that. But like I said, it's not as fun as when you go solo. The game was definitely made for a solo experience, mostly because it's really easy to confuse your frog with their frog. Now, the game's length might annoy some people. The game is very, very short. My first playthrough took about 30 minutes. Now, the game is reasonably priced, $3.99 price tag. There's not a lot of replayability, though. There's not things to unlock. There's not different modes to unlock. Maybe even a randomized horde mode would have been pretty cool. But yes, the game is very short. Just going to let everyone know there. Now on to why you play. Let me just tell you the story, and this will kind of show you why I really enjoyed this game's atmospheric storytelling. So the game is a story of a frog who decides to explore the depths of his newly flooded forest home. So by swimming deeper and deeper, he discovers that a parasitic alien life form has crashed into his forest and is attempting to assimilate his frog brethren and eventually all life. The parasite queen sends out small parasitic blobs that attach to frogs, and it utilizes their biology to adapt to the Earth's plentiful oxygen, which they have a deadly allergic reaction to. As the only survivor and savior of your frog friends, your forest, and maybe even the world, you must trick the parasite queen into destroying itself by having it use its life support, your imprisoned frog brethren, to defend itself. Now, that sounds like a lot of story, right? It sounds like, oh, there's cutscenes, there's dialogue, but you're wrong. This whole story is told by environmental cues, audio cues, visual subversion, and just engaging with the enemy types, just engaging with the game itself. It's very subtle and kind of genius. So the story I just told you, I extracted from the gameplay. I didn't extract it from exposition. I didn't extract it from any narrative devices. I extracted all of that from just gameplay. Would I recommend this game for $3.99? Yes. If you like atmospheric games, if you like kind of vertical scrolling games of keep away. There's not really any other game that kind of plays like this anyway. But if you like vertical scrolling games, if you like short, dense, independent game experiences, I would recommend this game. If you're looking for something with a lot of horizontal depth in terms of gameplay mechanics, in terms of narrative, you're not going to find it here. Instead of a shallow ocean, you're going to find a deep pond. So yes, I would personally recommend this game. Thanks for watching the video. You have a great day.